The Gospel of John, chapter 4. Now when the Lord knew how the Pharisees had heard that Jesus made and baptized more disciples than John, though Jesus himself baptized not, but his disciples, he left Judea and departed again into Galilee, and he must needs go through Samaria. Then came he to a city of Samaria called Sychar, near unto the possession that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. And there was Jacob's well. Jesus then, wearied in the journey, sat thus at the well. It was about the 6th hour. There came a woman of Samaria to draw water, and Jesus said unto her, Give me drink. For his disciples were gone away into the city to buy meat. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews meddle not with the Samaritans. Jesus answered and said unto her, If thou knewest that gift of God, and who it is that saith to thee, Give me drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee water of life. The woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that water of life? Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well, and he himself drank thereof, and his sons, and his cattle? Jesus answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never be more athirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water, springing up into everlasting life. The woman said unto him, Sir, give me of that water, that I may not thirst, neither come hither to draw. Jesus said unto her, Go, call thine husband, and come hither. And the woman answered and said, I have no husband. Jesus said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou hast is not thine husband. That sayest thou truly. The woman said unto him, Sir, I see that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor at Jerusalem worship the Father. Ye worship that which ye know not. We worship that which we know, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father requireth even such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. The woman said unto him, I know well that Messiah shall come, which is called Christ. When he is come, he will tell us all things. Jesus said unto her, I am he that speaketh unto thee. And upon that came his disciples, and marveled that he talked with a woman. Yet no man say unto him, What askest thou? Or why talkest thou with her? The woman then left her water pot, and went her way into the city, and said to the men, Come, see a man which told me all things that I ever did. Is not he that is the Christ? Then they went out of the city, and came unto him. In the meanwhile the disciples prayed him, saying, Master, eat. But he said unto them, I have meat to eat that ye know not of. Then said the disciples between themselves, Hath any man brought him meat? Jesus said unto them, My meat is that I may do the will of him that sent me, and finish his work. Say ye not, There are yet 4 months, and then cometh the harvest? Behold, I say unto you, Lift up your eyes, and look on the regions, for they are white already unto harvest. And he that reapeth receiveth reward, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal, that both he that soweth and he that reapeth might rejoice together. For herein is the saying true, that one soweth and another reapeth. I sent you to reap that whereupon ye bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors. Now many of the Samaritans of that city believed in him, for the saying of the woman which testified, He hath told me all things that I ever did. And when the Samaritans were come unto him, they besought him that he would tarry with them. And he abode there 2 days. And many more believed because of his own word. And they said unto the woman, Now we believe, not because of thy saying, for we have heard him ourselves, and know that this is indeed the Christ, the Savior of the world. So 2 days after he departed thence, and went into Galilee. For Jesus himself had testified that a prophet hath none honor in his own country. Then when he was come into Galilee, the Galileans received him, which had seen all the things that he did at Jerusalem at the feast. For they went also to the feast. And Jesus came again into Cana, a town of Galilee, where he had made of water wine. And there was a certain ruler whose son was sick at Capernaum. When he heard that Jesus was come out of Judea unto Galilee, he went unto him and besought him that he would go down and heal his son, for he was even ready to die. And then Jesus said unto him, Except ye see signs and wonders, ye will not believe. The ruler said unto him, Sir, go down, before my son dies. Jesus said unto him, Go thy way, thy son liveth. And the man believed the word that Jesus had spoken unto him, and went his way. And as he was going down, his servants met him, saying, Thy son liveth. Then inquired he of them the hour when he began to amend. And they said unto him, Yesterday, the 7th hour, the fever left him. Then the father knew that it was the same hour in which Jesus had said unto him, Thy son liveth. And he believed, and all his household. The second miracle did Jesus again, after he was come out of Judea unto Galilee. John chapter 5. After that there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went to Jerusalem. And there is at Jerusalem by the place of the sheep a pool called in Hebrew Bethesda, having 5 porches, in the which lay a great multitude of sick folk, of blind, halt, and withered, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool, and troubled the water. Whosoever then first, after the stirring of the water, stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. And a certain man was there, which had been diseased 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie, and knew that he had long time been diseased, he said unto them, Wilt thou be made whole? The sick man answered him, Sir, I have no man, when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool. But while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. Jesus said unto him, Rise, take up thy bed and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed and walked. And the same day was the Sabbath. The Jews therefore said to him that was made whole, It is the Sabbath day. It is not lawful for thee to carry thy bed. He answered them, He that made me whole said unto me, Take up thy bed and walk. Then asked they him, What man is it that said to thee, Take up thy bed and walk? And he that was healed knew not who it was, for Jesus had conveyed himself away from the multitude that was in that place. And after that Jesus found him in the temple, and said unto him, Behold, thou art made whole. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come unto thee. The man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus that had made him whole. And therefore the Jews did persecute Jesus, and sought to slay him, because he had done these things on the Sabbath day. But Jesus answered them, My Father worketh hitherto, and I work. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, not only because he had broken the Sabbath, but said also that God was his Father, and made himself equal with God. Then Jesus answered and said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, save that he seeth the Father do. For whatsoever things he doeth, the same things doeth the Son in like manner. For the Father loveth the Son, and showeth him all things, whatsoever he himself doeth, and he will show him greater works than these, that ye should marvel. For likewise as the Father raiseth up the dead, and quickeneth them, so the Son quickeneth whom he will. For the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son, because that all men should honoureth the Son, as they honour the Father. He that honoureth not the Son, the same honoureth not the Father, which hath sent him. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word, and believeth him that sent me, hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, but hath passed from death to life. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour shall come, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they that hear it shall live. For as the Father hath life in himself, so likewise hath he given to the Son to have life in himself, and hath given him power also to execute judgment, and that he is the Son of Man. Marvel not at this, for the hour shall come in which all that are in the graves shall hear his voice, and they shall come forth that have done good unto the resurrection of life, but they that have done evil unto the resurrection of condemnation. I can do nothing of mine own self. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not mine own will, but the will of the Father who hath sent me. If I should bear witness of myself, my witness were not true. There is another that beareth witness of me, and I know that the witness which he beareth of me is true. He sent unto John, and he bore witness unto the truth. But I received not the record of man. Nevertheless these things I say, that ye might be saved. He was a burning and shining candle, and ye would for a season have rejoiced in his light. But I have greater witness than the witness of John. For the works which the Father hath given me to finish, the same works that I do, bear witness of me, that the Father hath sent me. The Father himself which hath sent me beareth witness of me. Ye have not heard his voice at any time, neither have ye seen his shape, and his word have you not abiding in you. For whom he hath sent, him ye believe not. Search the Scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. But ye will not come to me, that ye may have life. I receive not the praise of men, but I know you, that ye have not the love of God in you. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him will ye receive. How can ye believe which receiveth honor one to another, and seek not the honor that cometh of God alone? Do not think that I will accuse you to my Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if ye believe not his writings, how shall ye believe my words?